No, I was going to say, loosely related to the volcanic ash, right? We've got that Canadian wildfire smoke still kind of, it's creating this kind of haze around the sun as it sets.
Yes, which is pretty, actually. I just got an email to her about that. How come I had this vivid sunset? It actually is that wildfire smoke. And it's high enough that it doesn't cause any air quality issues for us, so that's good. But it's been around for weeks now, right? I mean, it was 2 weeks or so we've been dealing with that smoke off and on. Temperature-wise, along the coast, upper 50s to around 60. Inland, upper 60s, well, really more mid-60s to around 70 in Freiburg. Similar temperature profile here as you get up towards Frenchville, sitting in the upper 50s. I think the theme of this week is going to be the sun. So today, bright and beautiful, other than that wildfire smoke. And we'll see that again tomorrow and again Thursday and Friday with just a front in between on Wednesday. So overall, it's going to be nice and bright throughout the week. Tonight, there is a frost advisory in effect away from the coastline over southern coastal Maine into the mid-coast and into the mountains and foothills. It's close. I mean, I think there'll be some upper 30s out there, maybe a couple of mid-30s. I'm not sure there's going to be a ton of frost around, but that's the rule. Once you're in growing season, they start to issue these when there's a chance of some patchy frost, which I guess there is tonight. I'm not overly bullish on it. I don't think it's all that cold. But again, upper 30s, low 40s tonight. Tomorrow is pretty much the same day as today, which if you're going to repeat is a nice one to do that with. 60 along the coast, 65 give or take inland, and a lot of sun. And we start Wednesday with sun as well. And here comes the only real weather maker this week, a front coming out of Canada. But this is 1 o'clock, a lot of us dry and pleasant. So we're going to get a good part of the day in before this front sinks down in the afternoon and into the evening. This is 9 o'clock at night, showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. And this whole thing moves out of here by Thursday morning. And then we're back to largely sunny conditions Thursday afternoon. So this is just a small little hit of rain, not like what we had on Saturday, which lasted a long time, and we got 2 inches of rain out of it. It's not going to be all that strong. It moves to the south and east, high pressure builds in, start to warm up on Friday. Right now, Memorial Day weekend looks really good. I say it that way because I would love to have it a little bit more secure with this high. We've got a storm down here. The models are pretty unanimous in keeping us dry all weekend and giving us a really nice weekend, and that's our forecast. It's just that this isn't that close from the high being here and this low being able to rotate around. So I'd love to give it one more day before I lock it in, but it does look really promising for Memorial Day weekend at this time. Temperatures in the 70s and dry, which we just don't do all that often. Memorial Day itself, the temperatures differ on the models. And again, I feel good about it. I would go forward with any plans. I will really be excited tomorrow when the models have the same exact thing for Memorial Day weekend, and everything still looks good. But I think this is as good as we're gonna look at this distance. And before we get there, again, we really only have that one shot of rain Wednesday night, pretty well timed. So most of this week is sunshine, roses, and birds chirping.